Understanding the need for floating civilizations. As sea levels rise due to climate change, traditional coastal cities may become uninhabitable. A floating civilization offers a potential solution, where communities, infrastructure, and homes float on water. This concept is gaining attention as a way to adapt to rising waters, providing a sustainable and resilient way for people to live in the future. Choosing the right floating platforms for stability. The foundation of any floating civilization must be stable and durable. Floating platforms should be designed with buoyant materials like concrete, steel, or advanced polymers that can withstand ocean currents and weather conditions. These platforms need to be able to support heavy structures such as buildings, roads, and other urban infrastructure while remaining stable in rough waters. Designing adaptable and modular structures. To ensure the flexibility of floating cities, modular design is key. Individual units or neighborhoods should be easily added, removed, or reconfigured based on population needs and environmental conditions. These modular structures can include residential, commercial, and recreational spaces, allowing for growth and adaptability as sea levels continue to rise. Sustainable energy solutions for floating cities. Floating civilizations must be powered by renewable energy sources to remain sustainable. Solar panels, wind turbines, and tidal energy can provide power to these communities. Energy storage systems such as batteries or hydrogen can help balance energy needs when renewable sources are unavailable. Integrating energy-efficient technologies and sustainable practices into the design ensures that these communities have a minimal environmental footprint. Water and waste management in floating cities. Effective water and waste management systems are essential for the health and functionality of floating cities. Desalination plants can provide fresh water from the sea, while wastewater treatment facilities can process sewage and greywater. Advanced recycling systems will help reduce waste, ensuring that the floating civilization remains clean and environmentally friendly. Transport and connectivity for floating communities. Transport systems in a floating city need to be efficient and integrated with the surrounding environment. Boats, ferries, or even autonomous vehicles can be used for travel between floating platforms. Floating harbors or docks will be necessary to facilitate transport, while connectivity between floating communities and land-based cities should be considered for economic and social integration. Building resilient infrastructure for natural disasters. Rising sea levels also increase the frequency of extreme weather events like hurricanes and storms. Floating cities must be designed to withstand these challenges. Strong, resilient infrastructure, such as reinforced buildings and flood-resistant materials, will ensure safety. Floating structures should also be equipped with early warning systems and evacuation plans to protect inhabitants during natural disasters. Urban planning for floating cities. Urban planning will need to prioritize both functionality and comfort. Public spaces, parks, and recreational areas can be integrated into the design to promote social interaction and well-being. Mixed-use zoning should be adopted, combining residential, commercial, and industrial areas to reduce the need for long-distance travel. Green spaces can help offset the environmental impact of the city while providing much-needed areas for relaxation. Adapting floating cities to changing environments. As climate change continues to impact ecosystems, floating cities must remain adaptable to changing conditions. Rising sea levels, shifting ecosystems, and altering ocean temperatures may require the city to adjust its location, structure, or design. Flexible infrastructure and planning are essential to ensure these cities remain viable in the long term. Conclusion. The future of floating civilizations. Designing floating civilizations for rising sea levels presents a unique opportunity to rethink urban development in the face of climate change. While there are many challenges, from engineering and sustainability to social integration, the potential benefits of floating cities are immense. With careful planning, innovative technology, and collaboration, floating civilizations could become a viable solution to the threat of rising seas.